Hello everybody, welcome back, and I am the Chornik, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna review Pokemon XY&Z episode number 34, the semi-final, Ash vs. Shota. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a pretty nice episode. I liked it. It was really well done, great animation. The episode that's coming up later, though, that animation looks like it's movie animation from the way Noivern looks like. But this episode was fantastic. I liked this episode. There was one kind of flaw in this episode that I did not like. And I'll get to that in a moment. But generally, this was a decent, good, solid 9 out of 10 episode. So let's begin. Now, the first part of this is that I thought Alon and the Garchomp trainer weren't going to face off until the next 2 episodes from now, during the filler episode. But no, they faced off now. So I actually didn't know that, but I didn't think that was going to happen. But they faced off first. And it seems Alon just absolutely destroyed him. Again, looking like a Tobias, even though he lost a Metagross to this Garchomp trainer. But to be honest with you, I don't know why, like, Alon's being shown as just, like, dominating the league. I don't know what's going to happen between Ash and Alon, but apparently it's going to be a neck-and-neck match whether Ash wins or loses. So it's going to be really, really interesting. The Garchomp trainer sends out his Garchomp, and Garchomp gets destroyed in only a couple hits from the Charizard, just like how Charizard dominated every other opponent. So to be honest, Alon's looking so OP so far, even in the semifinals versus the Mega Garchomp trainer. Even in the semifinals, he's looking like he's dominating. You know, he only lost Metagross. So this is going to be really interesting to see what's going to happen in the finals. But now we move on to the Shota and Ash battle. And I really liked how Synchromore and Diantha were showcased to be watching Shota and Ash fight off. And they also showcased Synchromore watching Alon win over the Garchomp trainer. And Synchromore looked really worried and puzzled by Alon. But it was kind of cute to see Synchromore and Diantha both watching Ash and Shota's match. But anyway, so the match begins off, and this is where the problem comes into play. This is where the thing I was kind of concerned and not really, I was like, wait a minute, why did they throw this in here? Like, what was the point? Did they really think about this? And that was with Hawlucha. Now, I loved Hawlucha's outfit. That was okay. It was cute that he asked Serena to make it for him, but honestly, Hawlucha lost right after he completely embarrassed himself. Like, he went in, tackled. Okay, this is what really angers me, is that Slaking is like normal type, right? And yet Hawlucha is a fighting type. Hawlucha should have like wrecked him like he did to that Abomasnow. He absolutely destroyed Abomasnow back in the 8th gym. And here he hits them like, I don't even know how many times, like 10 freaking times with karate chops, flying press, you know, X-Scissor, high jump kick, all this kind of stuff, and he's not even affecting Slaking, and that really kind of pissed me off. Plus, he had his whole grand entrance, which he should have beat Slaking. He should have, to be honest, I think Talonflame should have been showcased first, and then lost to Slaking, if Slaking was going to win one, and then Hawlucha comes in with his grand entrance and defeats Slaking, and then loses to that Crawdad Pokemon, I forget its name. But I honestly, that was what really bugged me in this episode. That to be honest, that was what brought this down from a 10 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10, because that was the biggest problem for me, biggest issue for me in this episode. But oh well, hopefully Hawlucha has a better representation. Maybe he does it again, has a better, you know, intro, and actually finishes and shows off his greatness in the Alon battle. But to be honest, I think this really embarrassed Hawlucha. Anyway, let's move on to Talonflame. Talonflame ended up finishing off Slaking, and then there was the Crawdad Pokemon. I keep forgetting its name, but it took out Talonflame within a few hits, and Talonflame was done. You know, laying on its back, absolutely shocking. And to be honest, Ash is like losing at this point, right? I mean, he's kind of trailing just a little bit behind. So I know we know that he's gonna win, but like, just the fact that we're watching this episode and we're seeing him like at the disadvantage at this point is what's keeping it, you know, intense and hypeful, you know. So then Pikachu comes in, and Pikachu really was the star of this episode. And I knew that he was going to be, and obviously Pikachu used the environment to his advantage and wiped out that Pokemon instantly in only a couple Thunder Shocks. Awesome cinematic, awesome animation with the Electro Ball. That was perfect. And then Pikachu finished him off with the Thunderbolt. The Pikachu obviously deadly, and Shoto's like, dang, here comes Pikachu, right? And everyone's like, yeah, that's Pikachu, alright. Pikachu's the star of this episode. To be honest, I absolutely love when Pikachu gets a lot of love and is showcased to be really, really powerful, because it is Ash's first Pokemon. And I don't like it when people say that, oh, Pikachu already got so much love, it shouldn't be getting as much love. And I'm like, no, it's Ash's first Pokemon. Let's not forget that it's one of Ash's most powerful. You know, it has to cause a lot of damage. It has to be showcased well, you know. So when Pikachu is showcased well, I'm really, really happy. When Pikachu loses easily, that's what pisses me off. So I'm liking that Pikachu looked deadly and lethal in this episode. I loved it so much. Now, we do see Pikachu facing off against Aegislash towards the end, but they cut off on a cliffhanger. So hopefully Pikachu defeats Aegislash. And from the previews, it looks like Noivern's going to face off against Salamence, Goodra's going to face off against a Fairy-type Pokemon, and then obviously Ash Greninja versus Sceptile. So post your beliefs, your theories about who's going to win what's going to happen in the comment section below. I do hope at the end of the episode we see some Ash and Alon moment. I think that's what's going to be showcased. I still highly believe that Ash will defeat Alon in the finals, but for now we just gotta wait and see, but I do strongly believe so. And by the way, Slurpuff looks like it got a trick up its sleeve for Goodra. I mean, it's glowing in the sky. I don't know what the heck it's doing, but it's glowing in the sky. It looks like it's going to unleash some powerful Fairy-type move on Goodra, so we just got to see about that. I love you guys. Can't wait to see you in the next episode. Peace out! Thank you very much.